geeks of the world. Welcome to the Will Dogs Games and Wrestling. I am the Will Dog, and I'm here to talk to you about something that's near and dear to my heart. This is going to be a bit of a more unscripted video. I've got no bullet points, no script, no nothing. This is just me talking to you about a problem I see with our world today. Now, many of you who have been watching my show have probably noticed that I have been ending my videos with a sort of catchphrase. You know, whatever your geek is, let your geek out. But there is a bit of a story behind that. Now, I feel like our world is becoming a little bit more geek friendly. I mean, we've got Marvel movies are making big money. Star Wars Episode 7 is what, number 2 all time? Maybe even number 1 here. I haven't even checked the numbers yet. You got people reading comics again. You got people gaming all over the place. You know, not just your sports games like it used to be, but I've got more friends who know what Skyrim is than I ever did for like Zelda back in the day. But I also feel like when you let your geek out, you know, you hear people say, "Oh, I totally geeked out," you know, and that's kind of what that whole catchphrase is about. Is, you know, let your geek out, and it also has to do with, you know, closeted geeks, and that's what I like to call them, closeted geeks. Now, me personally, I wear my geek on my sleeve, all right, and I geek about a lot of things, as you can tell by my channel. I talk about wrestling because I'm very much a wrestling geek. And these days, wrestling is not the big thing like it was back in 98, 99. It's not something that a lot of people do when it comes to, you know, watching WWE and all that. Now, I really like Pokemon. I've done my Pokemon unboxings on here. And I told you how much I'm looking forward to Sun and Moon. I geek out about video games. I geek out about comics. I geek out about Star Wars and Star Trek. You know, yes, I like both. But I also feel like when you get a lot of people together in a room and one person starts talking about something that's considered geeky, like Pokemon, like Star Wars, like wrestling, then that person who brought that up is vilified and made to feel lesser. And it's less of a person because of what they like. But you get any one of those people around the room, one-on-one with that person who's like me, out on your sleeve with the geek, and all of a sudden they're talking to you about stuff that they wouldn't bring up around those other people because I don't know if they're scared. I don't know if they want to save face and be like, "Oh, I'm cool." You know, I mean, I'm in my late 20s. I feel like high school ended a long time ago, but I feel like it's still there today. You know, I mean, yeah, I get overly excited about stuff, but I feel like you should. If you like something, talk about it. You know, find other people who want to talk about it. My best friends are the people I can talk about my geek with. And I feel like geeks around the world, and if you are one, you're probably watching my show. I feel like geeks around the world have many different fandoms, if you will. You know, you got people who like Doctor Who, but they also like Star Wars. You know, like me, I like both. And you got reading geeks, you got comic geeks, you got gaming geeks. But you'll also find that many of those people fall into multiple categories. But I feel like while the world is getting more geek friendly, it's also getting more geek aggressive towards geeks, and I don't like that. All right, I feel like you should be able to talk about what you want. I mean, this isn't like world politics or anything, guys. This is me saying that I like a video game, you know, and I don't know. I just wanted to let you guys know that's what my Let You Geek Out campaign is about. And I want to spread the word about this campaign because I feel like there are many people like me who don't feel like they can let their geek out on a daily basis around the general population. But again, I find that most people in our world are geek about something. I mean, how many, what are the ratings on the latest Game of Thrones? All right, that is a geek show. I'm sorry, it's high fantasy. That's a geek show. If you're watching it, that is a geek. So I just want to let you guys know, when I say whatever your geek is, let your geek out, that's what I'm talking about. And that's what I mean. So I will end this, as always, by saying whatever your geek is, let your geek out.